to my channel. So today we are going to be making push pins. It's still January, so I know that everybody is totally still on their resolutions of staying organized. Of course you are. But either way, I thought that these would be super cute to do. They're just super simple little push pins. I chose these little puzzle ones because I feel like that's just super adorable. But with that, they are super duper easy and I cannot wait to show it to y'all. Here we go. Okay, so to get it started, we are going to start off with the mold that we have. I got this mold from Michael's. I love this. There was like a bunch of molds, and it's funny because this is actually a candy mold. As you can see, it is the celebrated candy mold that we have. So there's a bunch of them at Michael's, but I ended up getting this one because you really do want a silicone mold. That's going to make it that whenever the hot glue dries, you are just able to pop it on out. And then moving on, I ended up getting these push pins from Target. I like these push pins because they come with a round top, which I really liked. I think that since it's clear like this, it shows up really well in the hot glue, but also I liked that it did have a kind of longer than usual pin at the end of that. And then I got some brushes. Nothing fancy. I ended up getting and using this kind of brush. I feel like it's just really easy to get kind of into the nooks of crannies of the mold that I'm using, so that is why I use this brush. And then I also just have a bunch of different paint colors, but for this one I'm going to use this kind of green. I like it. It's hunter green, even though I don't hunt, it is hunter green. And also it's just an acrylic paint. You can get this at Walmart, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, anywhere that does crafts, you can get this kind of paint. And of course we have the hot glue gun, which is so important for this entire project. Again, I just have like a mini hot glue gun and some mini hot glue sticks. You can get those anywhere as well. And then I did get this cork board right here. I got this from Target. It comes in a pack of 3 and it was like $8, $9. But yeah, just something super simple just to pop this in whenever I am using the different push pins. So there you go. Okay, and to start it off, I've got my handy dandy silicone mold right here. All that you're going to need is this mold and your hot glue gun and the hot glue sticks. I would say that each mold fills up with about maybe like a stick and a half. You do just kind of have to make sure that you are keeping that consistent, because once one stick is done with the hot glue gun, this one still has to heat up, so just make sure that you do keep an eye on that. Okay, so to start it off, I am just going to start with putting the hot glue in this little corner. And make sure that if your mold does have any corners to it, that you do also evenly distribute the hot glue to those corners. Okay, so it's a little messy, but that is totally fine. I'd say that once you get to about the half point of the hot glue, you're just going to pop in your push pin. Make sure that that's smack in the middle. And then while you continue, just keep an eye on the push pin. You want to make sure that it does continue to stand up straight. And then you can also just kind of squeeze it around, make sure that all of the hot glue touches the edges of your mold. And after that, you're just gonna let it dry. Okay, so now that we have finished doing the hot glue and we have filled the majority of them up, this is just my favorite part. All you're gonna do is just pop it out like you would do with just like some ice cubes. So you can see for this one, I'm just going to pop it out just like this. And we got ourselves a little puzzle piece. That is so cute. I love that. Okay, and just like that, we have all of the puzzle pieces. I am so proud. I think that they came out really, really good. And now it is time to paint. So to start it off, I'm going to start with my little puzzle piece right here. And I'm going to take my green paint and I'm just going to kind of put that on my little plate that I have here and just start painting away. The biggest thing with this is I would say try and get your layers to be as thick as they can. paint, you know, like the first layer is going to be super duper thin, but then after just like a couple of layers, it is going to dry so that you cannot see through that paint, because you don't want to see still like the little ball. You can see that a little bit, but once you paint that, it'll be completely gone. Okay, so I'm going to take some paint right here, plop that in the middle. I really like this green. And I first and foremost, I'm just going to dip it right in the middle of that paint so that we can make sure for sure that the top has a good layer. And after that, I'm just going to place this down here, and we are just going to paint around, except for the bottom. Okay, so I know that that looks a little messy, but I promise that once it dries, it is going to come out super duper good. And just like that, we have ourselves a cute little puzzle piece push pin. I love it. I think that it came out so well. You can see right there. I'm super excited to finish the rest of these puzzle pieces and see how it looks like. And so I'm now going to take my cork board that I have, and I'm going to take an old picture of me living that brilliant life, and I'm going to pop it right here. There we go. And just like that, you've got yourself some push pins. And now it's time for the positive point. So this one is super duper cheesy. Don't laugh at me, but I absolutely love this one. My theater teacher in high school had a sign on his wall that said this. Shout out to Mr. Sykes. But I always loved it, and it said, "Be you, everybody else is taken." And I think that that's really important because it is super easy to want to be somebody else or try and be like somebody else, but you know, all of those positions are taken. So you might as well just really put in the effort to grow yourself as an individual, and that'll be so much more worth it. So thanks again, guys, for watching today's craft. I absolutely love the way that this came out, and I think it's going to be super duper cute for my mom. Since she is an elementary school teacher of puzzles, I feel like that's going to go perfect with kids. So again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you do like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you're notified whenever I do post my next video. And other than that, I'll see y'all later.